If you've ever watched a friend's 1 second every day video and thought, that's really cool, I'd love to do that, but I couldn't do that, then this video is for you. I'm going to debunk the 3 biggest myths about shooting seconds, and I'm going to show you why you can do it. So the number one big myth that a lot of people have around shooting seconds videos is they tell themselves, I could never remember to shoot a second every day. This is a complete non-issue for the simple reasons. I've got 3 of them. The first one is that the app has notification features, so you can tell it when in the day you want a notification to remind you to shoot a video. The second reason why this is a complete non-issue is because you can cheat. You can fill in blank days where you forgot to shoot a video very simply on the app, which I'll show you very soon. And the final reason why remembering to shoot a second every day is a non-issue is because a lot of people think that they're going to get blank spots in their videos for the day that they forgot. Doesn't work that way. There's no blank spots. Basically, if you make a compilation from the start of the year to the end of the year and you only remember to shoot seconds on 200 of those 365 days, it won't put blanks in there. It's just gonna push them all together and you just get, 200 little snippets instead of 365. So that's simple. The second big misconception a lot of people have is they say, I'm no good with editing videos, or I'm no good with electronics and that sort of thing. This is a complete non-issue, and I'm going to show you there's only about 3 or 4 steps in making a seconds video, and they are super, super simple. So I'm here inside the app, and basically we get this calendar view. You can see where I've already had days where I've chosen a video and I've selected that. And what we're going to work with is these last 2 days of the month that I've got here. So you'll see on the 30th, we've got a little camera icon there showing that I've shot a video on that day. And here's the cool thing. You don't have to shoot the video inside the app. You can shoot it in your standard phone camera, and it's going to detect that in your photos and videos folder. And lastly, today's the 31st. You can see that I haven't shot a video there yet. So let's go and deal with the 30th first of all and select our video. So from there, I'm going to hit add snippet, and you'll see here that top video, that's a video that I shot today. So it's going to show you the videos from today first of all. And I'll show you after how you can do the sneaky if you haven't shot a video yet today. So I'm going to select this. We're going to find the portion that I like from the video. And I remember liking around about 3 seconds where little man Will here, he goes to grab the hand and lets out a little squeak. And by hitting the plus and minus button, I can even choose to do 1 second or 1.5 seconds. I like to do 1.5 seconds now. So I've selected the plus to do 1.5 seconds. To preview my 1.5 seconds there it is, and I like it. Once I've got that right, so I can slide along until I've got it exactly how I want it, then from there I'm going to hit the scissors in the top right corner. And that's it. So I've chosen my video, I've chosen my snippet. I can go back to done, and you'll see now that it's got that little snippet in the calendar view. Now I said earlier that I would show you how you can cheat if you forget to shoot a video on a day. So today I haven't shot a video yet, and if I hit add snippet, you'll notice it's just showing all these other videos because I haven't shot anything today. So you kind of get like a second chance. So if I just randomly grab a snippet here, I've already used a lot of these. It doesn't really matter for the sake of it. I'll select this one, beating up the cat, and I'll select the second that I want. I've done plus for 1.5 seconds, sample it, and then go my scissors, and voila, I've cheated. I've used a second from another day, and there we go. So what I like to do is mash these seconds together. That's the term for it. You mash the seconds once every month and then share them on the Facebook group with the other users on there. So the way that we do that is we hit the little play button down there. We hit custom because we want a custom range of time. And then from there, I'm going to hit continue. Now it's going to give me this little prompt down the bottom to select the start date. So we can see there's our 31st in the pool there, and then there's me shaving on the 1st. So that's the first day of the month. And now I'm going to go select end date. There's the 31st of Jan. And we hit mash video. And there you go. It's made the video for us. All right, the third and final misconception, the big myth that a lot of people have around shooting seconds and creating one of those videos is a lot of people see someone's year-long video and they freak themselves out straight away. They tell themselves like, my life isn't that interesting, or they go, wow, I couldn't remember to do that every day like I was saying with the initial myth. Just, they freak themselves out and they think that they have to create a video that is like the one that they've just watched. And yeah, it can serve as a great inspiration, but for a lot of people, they freak themselves out. So here's the deal. Shooting seconds, you get to do it your way and for your reasons. Now, I say a life worth living is a life worth capturing, and that is a really good starting point for capturing seconds for yourself. Aside from that little token that's really close to my heart is it's a really handy reference when you look back through the year, or if you're trying to remember when you did something in the year. If it was something noteworthy, you probably caught it as your second through the year. So you can go flipping back through and work out exactly what day you did something, where you were, all sorts of different references that can be really handy for. I've been doing it for 4 years now, and I find myself using it for that very often. If you're saying to yourself, my life isn't interesting enough to create a video of seconds from, guess what? There's your ideal motivation to live a more interesting life. You can go out each day and go, okay, I'm going to capture something interesting, or look for the interesting aspects in your life. I find often if I feel that I need to capture some interesting seconds and things are getting a little bit samey, it puts me in a position where I'm forced to either look closer or zoom back at things, and that can be figuratively, or it can be literally. Actually move in and look at things closer, get a closer second, or look at things from a different angle. And again, that's the same again. It can be literally moving to a different angle, or mentally taking on a different angle of how you approach your seconds. Next up, using a topic is a really, really good way to give your seconds a base. What I found early on is I intentionally went out and tried to get interesting seconds, and what I would find is, despite them being a cool shot by themselves for 1.5 seconds, or 1 second when I was doing it back then, is once I stitch all my seconds together, I'd get there and go, they look cool, but they don't really gel together very well. So having a topic that is the center of your seconds, A, makes it easier for you, and B, it just makes it a lot more interesting video to watch as a whole. It creates a story, it creates an evolution. So you can take something that you're passionate about, maybe it's fitness, maybe it's food, maybe it's riding your bike, maybe it's martial arts, maybe it's dancing. You can use that as a common thread that pops up again and again in your seconds. Another great way to use it as a progress tracker is if you're learning a skill. Maybe you're learning to juggle, maybe one of those things that I said before. If you're learning to dance, you can use it as your progress dancing. If you're learning a martial art, if you're learning a musical instrument, really, really good way as well. So any form of tracking your progress is a really good center for your seconds, and it takes away that need to always feel like that you need to come up with something new. What you're going to find is after you've shot seconds for a few months, even 1 or 2 months for that matter, is you're going to realize very quickly it's more about the story than it is about those little individual elements. It's more about the story than the scene, or you can think about it this way, it's more about the sum than the individual parts. So myself, I've been shooting seconds for about 4 years, and it's something that I just really, really enjoy. It's fun to share on my Facebook, and it's a good little conversation element as well. But what I found is very early on is I really wanted a sense of community with other people shooting their seconds, and that's the one thing that the app lacks. There is no community, there's no place for conversations. And a lot of people on YouTube, for instance, they only up their seconds once every year. It's a bit of this sort of showpiece of look at my cool seconds that I've done for the year. But I wanted conversations more frequently. So I started up a Facebook group for passionate seconds shooters, and over the last year or so, it's really grown to where we've got a great base of people on there, really cool little community. And what we do is we put our seconds up each month, and there's a lot of conversations in the comment threads from there, from each of the members. So you are welcome to come and join it. It's free to join, and up your seconds on there, and you'll get some good inspiration as well, looking at other people's seconds of what they've done. And hopefully this video has given you some good ideas, and also hopefully changed your perspective that it's not about creating this amazing 1-year video that's supposed to impress people. You can use shooting seconds in so many different ways. And you know, if you feel that you're a creative person, you're definitely going to enjoy it. And if you feel that you're not a creative person, it's a really great starting point because you can't go wrong. As I said, don't feel that it has to be this collection of, you know, jet setting around the world. You might have watched someone's video that was of all these exotic places and fancy cars, or, you know, all these sorts of things. It doesn't need to be that. You can use it in all sorts of different ways. And so my challenge to you is to give it a shot. Hopefully I've answered a bunch of these common misconceptions for you in this video and given you that little nudge in the right direction. So look forward to seeing you on the Facebook group for shooting seconds. My name's Andy. I'll see you there.